All right, Wednesday. It is hump day.
Never forget.
Guess what day it is?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the DNVR Nuggets podcast. There we go. Presented by Circa Sports Casino today. Fellas,
Yes.
what's going on, man? Harrison Wind, joined by Eric Wedum.
Guys, I'm not really ready for this.
What do you mean you're not ready for this?
I don't know. What are we talking about today? Nuggets?
We've got a packed show today, man. The preseason schedule dropped.
Okay, all right, listen.
Nikola Jokic's 2K rating is out.
Okay, I'm ready now.
He's apparently back in the States.
Whoa.
Uh,
I'm not ready for that.
A former Nugget
I'm not ready for this.
is signing with Partizan in Belgrade. We're snake drafting most overrated foods. We got a pack show today.
Holy smokes, I'm so ready. Thank you.
Also joined by Brendan Vogt, who is, for a second day in a row, just drinking this electric pink / red / magenta fuchsia drink.
Ask me if I like it.
Do you like it?
No. Anyway,
yeah.
I'm just here for the snake draft.
Welcome to being an adult. All you do is, being an adult is just 85% of the time doing something you don't like or don't enjoy the taste of.
Yep.
Yeah. Like you playing paddleball.
No, I enjoy that.
Yeah. I walk into the art hole this morning.
Yeah.
D-Line, quick to show me his brand new paddleball racket.
Well, it's a paddle. It's a paddle.
Oh, is that what it's called? A paddle?
And it's pickleball, not paddleball.
Oh,
I mean,
oh my
we got a
God.
lot of
Oh
errors
my
here
God.
to
Oh my God.
like.
Sorry. He's quick to show me his brand new pickleball racket
Paddle.
after I have been railing against pickleball for the last couple months.
Listen, Harrison made the most apt observation about pickleball. It is a sport for people who want to play tennis but are not willing to get in shape to do it. That is me. Let's go.
Self-awareness is important.
Anyways, he's got a pickleball game coming up tonight.
Volo, baby.
Volo, there we go. Let's get to our top story.
No time to waste.
Let's actually start with this. We love rankings on this show. Of course, we love a good ranking. We love a good list. The only ranking that anybody in the NBA actually cares about has been released.
Uh-oh.
And Nikola Jokic, guys, is the top-rated player in NBA 2K.
We did it.
We've been waiting for this day
Pack it up,
for
everyone.
years and years and years.
Dude, respect Twitter. You got to Ronnie 2K. You did it.
ESPN's
rest.
ranking, who cares about how they rate players, Sports Illustrated, all these other sites, The Ringer. What people in the NBA, players, actually only care about is the NBA 2K rating. He's a 98 overall. Guys, what are your first reactions to this?
I've played NBA 2K 4 times in my life. I was so bad, I can't imagine even using a 98 overall player would have helped me. But I do realize that this is the only lens that the NBA has now looked through for the majority of its target audience,
correct.
which is the TikTok generation. I'm not one of you, but I appreciate you, and I listen. If it's important to you, it's important to me. So let's go, Dave, baby. We did it, dude. Title, who cares? NBA 2K 98 rating, we did it.
I kind of like this, and without attempting to assign any broader significance to player ratings personally, you just have to recognize that if we're over here on a basketball fan spectrum in terms of how we digest the sport, as you guys pointed out, a lot of people are over here. And on podcasts, in writing, on Twitter, you've seen a lot of momentum towards acknowledging Jokic as the best player in the world. As silly as this is, as you guys pointed out, it's a different kind of stamp. I think we've kind of reduced it to this term casual, but just it means something in terms of perception. And we've talked about it all summer, but when you think about your wildest dreams and your hottest boxes and hottest takes.
Was this your wildest dream?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's kind of hilarious. Like, this is, of all the ways that you wanted to see him acknowledged as good as you thought, I actually never even dreamt of this, that he would just
Beyond your wildest
Anything
dreams.
is possible.
that just sort of casual, like, oh no, like, he's the best in the video game too, man. Like,
Yeah.
this is the best guy in the world.
Yeah, like Nikola Jokic has been officially given a like by the NBA.
Yeah.
At large.
Exactly. But also, all right, again, the player ratings themselves not that significant, but being the number one overall rated player in a game right? In a video game, a commercial thing is typically reserved for Messi's, LeBron's,
Yeah, man.
the players of that caliber. So parsing out individual ratings is silly, but this is an acknowledgement of sorts, and I actually do think it's a cool little step in watching Jokic take his throne.
It is. He's getting more and more and more in the club.
Yeah,
as we
exactly.
say.
Exactly.
It's not just that he's the highest overall rated player. He's the highest overall rated player by more than just like one rating. Here are some other ratings. So Nikola Jokic is a 98. There is a group of 5 people at 96 overall.
Okay, let's guess.
Do you guys want to guess them?
96 overall. I will say, just to kill Brendan Vogt, Jason Tatum.
That is incorrect. 0 for 1.
Dude, Ronnie 2K knows ball.
Okay.
How about Devin Booker?
That is also incorrect.
What?
0 for 2.
Okay, Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid is a 96. That is correct.
Let's go. Let's
That's
go.
one down.
I will go. Oh, do you want to? Should we trade off? Do you want to guess?
No, you get please.
Okay, I will guess Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, correct.
Ah,
96.
let's go.
They have Durant higher than Booker, huh?
I did.
By 2 slots.
Ronnie
Two ratings.
Ronnie 2K. Can I suggest something? Watch the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey, they got Jokic right. They got Jokic
expecting
right.
our friends over at PHNX to get very, very upset by that. Kevin Durant's a 96, Devin Booker's a 94.
So
Those
we-
should be switched.
So we have 2 down of 5.
There is 1,
Steph.
2,
Steph's
3
96.
more
Yeah,
96s.
Steph. Definitely Steph.
One of them is Steph.
Giannis.
Giannis is also a 96. There's one more.
Has LeBron James sunk down in the mind of Ronnie 2K? Is he still a 96 overall? I'm going to say LeBron James.
It is LeBron.
No.
He is
Let's
a 96 as well.
Let's go.
There is a 195.
D'Angelo Russell? Sorry.
There's 195 you guys have not guessed yet.
Um,
The other 95 was
Jimmy Butler?
Jason Tatum was 95.
Jimmy Butler?
Jimmy Butler was a 95. Then there's one more 95 too.
Oh my God.
Kawhi Leonard.
No.
Cool. Thank goodness.
Luka.
Oh, yeah.
Luka
that guy.
Doncic.
Let's go, dude.
I always forget about Luka.
Not me, man. I'm plugged in the ways you are.
So I think those are the top 10 rated players
Follow this thing.
because that's all I've seen been released.
Man, I actually
And there's
really
10
think
of
it's
them.
cool. Jokic by a mile.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
That
it's
is right.
Jokic 98, and then the group at 96 to recap: Embiid, LeBron, Steph, Kevin Durant, Giannis. Then you've got Luka, Jason Tatum, Jimmy Butler at 95s, and then Devin Booker at 94. Just clearly by himself as the 10th best player.
I'm
in the
gonna
league.
say
Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are.
Yeah.
And
Devin
LeBron.
Booker, disrespect.
LeBron, not a 95.
I think Devin Booker's really good. On account of
he's
those two
incredible.
games.
He's incredible. Kevin Durant, man, people are still hanging on to this image of Kevin Durant as somebody who's in the best
Dude, they
player
won't
in
let
the
it go.
NBA conversation.
It's
Right.
People won't let it go. If you watch the playoffs last year, you cannot put him in that conversation. There's no way.
Dude, I tweeted at some point, I'm like, that guy missed so many shots. I started to feel bad for him as a guy that was hoping for his destruction and his,
He is to that conversation as the Clippers are to the title conversation.
It's true.
like, all right,
sneaky.
Like 5 years ago, I get, but all right, come on.
Where do you think Jamal Murray's going to slot
I think he's
in?
going to get an 88.
88.
I would
Because
say
he was lower before, so it's a pretty big leap.
Yeah, dude.
That will motivate him enough, I think.
I think so, too.
That might be the only thing that motivates him, to be honest. It's a new generation, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, what would you give Adam as a podcaster?
Is this out of 100?
Yeah. Like a 93?
On which show? This one?
No. The one with Matt.
Oh, 99. I mean, this show?
I'd say we're all comfortably in the 90s. I mean, depending on what order you want to slot us in at, that's probably up to the chat.
Do not do that, please. We can't handle this. We can't handle this.
We're all sensitive. We're all sensitive.
So good to see Nikola Jokic at the top of the NBA 2K world.
Let's go.
The only ranking that actually matters.
Dude, finally, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see him, Nikola Jokic, standing amongst raining confetti, holding that 98 rating. You know what I
What
mean?
if he
Iconic
actually
photo.
got on the cover of NBA 2K?
Dude, shut
one
up. Shut
day?
your mouth. Shut up. It's going to...
Is that even in your wildest dreams?
No, dude. It's going to be a Kobe memorial. It's going to be
hang
Michael
on.
Jordan edition.
In their defense, you have to, Jokic has to say yes to that, I think.
Does he?
Yeah, because I think you need him like involved in pitching the game and stuff.
Kobe's
And,
not
like,
involved in
commercial.
pitching the game.
Well, okay, yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
RIP.
Here's what I've learned about Nikola Jokic and commercial pursuits is that if it's done in Serbian, he is for sale.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I was in the Balkans. I'm like, there's Jokic in a bank commercial. There's Jokic with an energy drink.
He
There's
actually
Jokic-
loves to do commercials and advertisements.
Yes.
Just not in the States.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you explain, like if there's if the director is Serbian, he's like, all right, what are you doing?
That's so
Let's
true.
go.
It's
Yeah,
so
I mean,
true.
how long has he been advertising for that energy drink?
The one with his
Since
Nick.
like his rookie year.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Some more news about Nikola Jokic dropped this morning, guys. Apparently, he's back in the United States of America.
Whoa.
Colin Cowherd ran into him at a Manhattan Beach restaurant last night.
Manhattan Beach. I'm telling you, we've got this guy all wrong.
Is this a real photo? Is this like, did this actually happen last night?
One thing to consider is that Coward is fresh off of one of the worst mistakes in recent media memory.
Yeah.
And so this may have just been maybe it's an old photo on his roll.
Vogt, is this like when you accidentally upload something to Instagram and then you act like you're hacked and then immediately post like 5 other things on your story?
That's exactly it.
The-
Yeah.
you're-
He's like, what about the time I met Jokic?
You're not
Stop
talking about. You're
the
not talking
other-
about Jamal Murray right now, are you?
Nobody said that.
Okay, cool.
Nobody said that.
Okay, I'm just curious.
No. Although, never mind.
What do we think about Joker
Bro.
being back in the States already? I mean, a month too early.
Yeah, somebody said like, is he on vacation from Serbia?
There'd be way better places to go than Manhattan Beach. I'll say that.
Well, I don't listen. I don't.
Manhattan Beach is cool. It's
The fact that Jokic is in the States and is hanging out in LA and has a 98 rating has Jokic jumped the shark? Do we even know this guy?
That's kind of
anymore?
what I'm saying, man.
Oh man.
Club Miami, Manhattan Beach guy. I do think one thing we have to, obviously it's silly and borderline sad when we try to get ourselves into his head in any way, and it's his personal life.
Super sad.
So this is a quip, but one thing we have to factor in is that Jokic might be a real wife guy. And so just if she wants to be stateside, I think that probably has a lot of sway.
He's a big family guy, big life guy.
I mean, the
Yeah.
shopping, the scene, the restaurants, maybe.
Yeah, dude. Are there any floating clubs in Manhattan Beach?
Any
Is
splavs?
he most comfortable
No,
in a
they're
floating
they're
spa?
mostly all on
Mostly.
on
On
ground.
terra firma.
Yeah,
mostly.
they're in the ground. I mean, you could probably find some nice yachts and some happenings there.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm confused by all of it. I accept it though. Nikola Jokic is
It's a
better than
wealthy
us.
SoCal vibe.
He can do whatever he wants,
Yeah.
man. He can do whatever he wants.
So I mean, usually players come back to Denver, and like usually Nikola Jokic is coming back to the States post Labor Day, which is the unofficial. Okay, everybody get back into town, start coming to the facility, yada yada yada. This is early. This is over a month early for him. So this is surprising, but
Hold on, I'm just doing quick horse races in Manhattan Beach.
I was honestly racking my.
Well, that was also something else I thought of because as I told you guys on yesterday's show, there's a big day of racing Sunday.
Yelp
in
says
Samoa.
they're the best. Yelp has the best 10 horse racings.
Well, I mean, you've got Santa Anita Racetrack in LA.
Look at this.
You've got Del Mar Racetrack in San
Los-
Diego. Two
I know you're not forgetting
historic
Los-
American racetracks.
I know you're not forgetting Los Alamitos or
Those
the
are
race
clearly-
book at Commerce Casino.
Those are both clearly tiers below Santa Anita and Del Mar.
Have you even considered Michael Wilson Racing Stable? Did that even come to your
not even
mind?
on the scene, man. Santa Anita, legendary racetrack, Seabiscuit race there. Del Mar in San Diego. I was actually there a couple weeks ago.
I'm a little off put by how much you know about this off the
I
top
don't
of
know
your
of
head.
all the versions of wind we've had. I'm not sure where I land on this one. If I'm up in the air.
Is Wynn so Hollywood now that he's crossed over into Hollywood racetrack?
It's an interesting beat, but he's on
A
it.
dream of mine is to own a horse one day.
What? All right, we got to move on. My head's going to explode. I can't
Okay.
handle this.
Another item of news here before we hit our first break. A former Nugget is close to signing to play in Belgrade.
Yes.
With Partizan. PJ Dozier.
Let's go.
It looks like going to be the newest player of Partizan.
I love this.
He'll replace Dante Exum.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I would say, having been to the Partizan versus Red Star Eternal Derby, composure, very important in that environment.
The flares, a little distracting.
You
That's actually a great point,
composure
man.
in that
You need a guy
setting.
who's just going to come in, not be affected by the outside noise, the stuff that's going on directly across from him or behind him in the stands.
Yes.
So this is a great signing.
Go ahead.
Well, plus maybe he has a personal beef with Facu still that he wants to hammer out.
Is Facu still playing in
No, I
Red
think,
Star?
I think he moved on.
Oh, just a 1 year thing?
I could be wrong on that, on account of I have no idea what I'm talking about. I do like this for PJ though, and here's why. Obviously, the NBA dream is important. I think there is sort of a no man's land he's stuck in with you're in the sort of tryout circuit for these spots.
Yeah.
And you can kind of get kicked around where maybe going and playing professional basketball at quite a high level and just actually being on the court is his quickest path to impressing people to get back to the NBA, should that be what's most important to him. Yeah. And then obviously just this in a vacuum is still a really cool situation, and basketball is bigger than the NBA, so he'll get to be a part of some competitive games. And look, everyone in Denver for one reason or another really seems to root for this guy. Because
he's like, he never did anything that wasn't like, or he never did anything offensive. He showed up first day, delivered a very composed speech to the crowd. We all were like, wow, this guy's incredible on the mic. And then
post-game locker room, he delivered a very composed post-game media address. And that's when the composure nickname was born.
That's right. Yeah. Plus, confidently rocked sideburns in the late 20 teens.
I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't possibly. Mainly because I can't grow them
me either.
that well. But whatever. I love you, PJ. I'll fly back to Belgrade and watch it. I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah. Is this a pipeline of Nuggets players to Belgrade, or is this just two one-offs in Facu and PJ Dozier?
I think we're paying more attention to people ending up on those teams than ever before.
Okay.
I think that's what's happening. However, I'm in for the pipeline, dude. I'm so in.
If you can't make it in Denver, just your next stop is Belgrade.
Love it, dude.
Right. Love it. Let's hit a break. We got a lot more stuff to get to. The preseason schedule is out, guys. We're going to give a thorough breakdown of that. And then the main event of the show, we are snake drafting our most overrated foods.
Wow.
That should be a that's the main event of the night.
Bombshell.
Main event of the evening.
You know what's properly rated? Circa Resort and Casino. What a treat. The only thing better than Vegas with the Fellas is Vegas with the Fellas at Circa Resort and Casino. We don't just go there because we're filthy, sad men. We go for sports-related reasons. And to Vegas, I mean. Circa is my favorite place to go in Vegas because, well, it has the world's largest sports book. That's our style. 3-story stadium style, takes 10 people to operate. A 78 million pixel screen. The Circa Sports app is available in Colorado. Download the app now. It must be physically located in Colorado. 21 or older, all rights reserved. Circa Sports Colorado encourages you to gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER or visit problemgamblingcolorado.org. But next time you go to Vegas, don't just go to Vegas. Go to Vegas in style and tap into the world's largest sports book and a pretty dope pool as well.
Hell yeah.
At Circa Resort and Casino.
Are you more filthy or sad?
Depends on the day, Eric.
Okay.
If you're cool staying just a little bit off the strip, man, Circa is incredible.
Dude, I'll tell you, we stayed there. Obviously, like, the concept of Fremont Street used to be like way more methy and like scary
Just
and
a little methy.
way more stabby and like.
Still great people watching there. I
Good
would
adjectives.
say.
But it's like, it really has taken on early strip vibes. Like it's got the glow up is real and probably largely attributed to Circa, honestly.
And you also don't have to pay $25-$50 a hand for blackjack, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're fans of Circa. That's how we're doing it when we're doing Vegas. Hey, I haven't fully like hair loss isn't quite creeping up on me yet, fellas, but anxiety and fear is, you know what I mean? I'm 30, I've got these luscious locks, I don't have many good qualities.
No.
And so if the hair starts to go, I'm running out of really things to hang my hat on, you know what I mean? But I don't have to choose between better hair growth and my health. With Nutrafol, it provides a whole body health approach for men that promotes healthier hair, no drugs, no compromises, just better hair. I might start getting into this for prevention reasons, and I don't have to worry about introducing something into my body that might have adverse effects. I don't know if it's good for me because, as we said, this is a whole body health approach, and it's the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, clinically shown to improve your hair growth, visible thickness, and visible scalp coverage. Take the first step. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com/men. Enter the promo code DNVR. Find out why over 4,000 healthcare professionals recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com/men. Nutrafol.com/men and enter promo code DNVR. Yeah, that's Nutrafol.com/men, promo code DNVR.
Fantastic.
All right, back here, DNVR Nuggets podcast on a Wednesday. Fellas, the preseason schedule is out.
Okay.
We got it last night or yesterday afternoon after we recorded yesterday's show. Let's go over it here.
Let's break it down game
What are we
by
looking
game.
at?
We've got the Suns on the road. Then we've got a home and home with the Chicago Bulls, at the Clippers to finish up. 5-game schedule. 4 road games, 1 home game. What's the first thing that jumps out at you, Vogt, from this?
I was going to ask you if you want to go to California in October.
Bro, the thing that obviously stands out, it's an all-city preseason, dude. We have Phoenix and Chicago.
Yeah.
We obviously we're going to be traveling back and forth, doing hard-hitting analysis with combo shows, graphics. I'm ready for all of it. The only thing that's going to be missing for that in all those 3 is Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray.
Well, Nikola Jokic is already back, so maybe.
Well, yeah.
I don't know how much preseason action they're going to get.
Yeah. Do you remember preseason last year? Nikola Jokic shot 0 times in a game, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, man.
That was what happened in preseason. He just was not shooting the ball.
So true. I did forget.
Oh, man, I cannot wait for the preseason.
I don't. It might just be all of October and August. I mean, August, September,
and November, and December, and January. Yeah. But yes, you're right, D-Line. This is an all. Thank you to the NBA for thinking, and the Nuggets and the other teams here for thinking about this company when making this preseason schedule. Yes, Phoenix, and then 2 games with Chicago. They open up with the Suns. Are we excited for this?
Grudge match.
Or is this just preseason? It doesn't really matter.
Slap the floor. Grudge match.
You know what I love about this? If you're on the Phoenix side of this fence, you don't admit it, but you care about that game.
Bro, when we got our faces kicked in the Super Bowl at the hands of Seattle, Russell Wilson, ironically. And then the next season, our first preseason game was against the Seahawks. I was in the front row. I got tickets. I was like, burn! and then it 5 minutes in, I was like, I'm a living joke. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, real Hunter Tyson hours, though. You know what I mean? There's some real preseason darlings on this squad, I think.
What do we think about the fact that there's only 1 home game and 4 road games?
Isn't that typical for the Nuggets?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people on Twitter being like, oh my God, the NBA, disrespectful that they only give the NBA champions 1 home game in the preseason. Guys, I'm pretty sure this is what the Nuggets want.
I think it's their choice even, or their preference.
Somebody told me a while ago that I think you actually make money when you go on the road for preseason games, and you lose money if you have games at home. So I think this is the Nuggets making a little money here. It's why they never have any home preseason games, I think.
Yeah, and there's also an org that holds training camp on, in a different state. So that's just it's not being in Denver for that time isn't apparently super important to them in general. So I don't make much out of it.
Yeah. They've also got the Bulls and the Clippers. Any excitement about playing either of those teams?
We're talking about preseason right now. So
Yeah.
am I excited about the preseason matchup? Was I excited about the summer league match? I mean, yes, sort of. I mean, I have no real.
We traveled
thoughts.
for a preseason game.
I have no real thoughts on any of this other than it just is another reminder that there will be another season. The Nuggets have an opportunity to defend their title.
Mm-hmm.
It is going to be interesting to see like what the lead up looks like against the Suns in the dumbest possible way, but just because we're all so hungry.
I
for
have
more
a feeling our
Nuggets
friends
basketball.
at PHNX are going to take that game very
That's what
seriously.
I'm saying, man. They very much are.
It's possible.
They very
It's
much are.
possible.
And listen, I probably would too. That's the beauty of winning the title, you know?
Yeah.
It's all beneath you until the
dude.
playoffs again.
Looking down on the league, the
Yeah,
Smuggets,
that's
dude.
what I'm
We're like,
talking
look what these little guys bother themselves with. Look what they occupy their thoughts with. Like, how adorable. Meanwhile, like up till last year, we were like, oh my god,
I know.
I can't wait this summer.
We
league
would go
matchup.
to make a free agent signing. Oh.
I love mocking the NBA from a place of where we can't be touched for it. It's beautiful.
I also saw this item of news here just a second ago. Remember when Anthony Edwards swung a chair that struck two bystanders as he exited the court at the conclusion of the Timberwolves playoff game against the Nuggets back on April 25th?
The juxtaposition of how that sounds out loud with the video is remarkable.
I'm reading it straight from the press
I know.
release.
You're like, oh, he was just bashing people over the head with a chair. He should go to jail. And then you see the video and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, so this happened, obviously, in that first round series. This was after Game 5 that the Nuggets won to win the series. And Anthony Edwards, did I say Anthony Davis? Anthony Edwards went off the floor and threw a chair, and apparently it hit a couple people, I think a couple security guards.
Oh.
It apparently took them May, June, July, 4 months to investigate this incident. And we finally have a ruling. He's been fined $50,000.
Bro, well, this is now an annual tradition where Anthony Edwards does something off the court to get fined. Be it,
I forgot about the
be
other
it
one.
be it troubling, socially or
Sure.
violent.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know that we really understand like how devastating that series was for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels punches a wall as he leaves
Yeah.
court and breaks his hand. Anthony Edwards leaves the court and throws a chair. It's just all part of the Smuggets world. Like, we just look down on these little guys. Like, well, what's your problem, guys? You can't handle a little competition?
Is there a fine committee, or is that just a silver call? Is there like a department? Here's my point. Do they get summer vacations? Because they clearly said.
You think maybe they were on vacation?
That's what they said. We'll get back to that one in August, dude. But like, who cares? We saw the video.
I mean, that's a long summer vacation. I want to get on that NBA office vacation schedule.
Yeah, well, it's a charmed life working in that department. But it does seem like a long time. This incident didn't really move me. I'm sure it was unfortunate for those security guards, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was intentional.
Well, it's the funny thing. Like, then this is what the entire penal system and justice is based on. But it's like, it's weird in the light of day to look at things that were like done in the heat of the moment. And you're like, why would he do that? And he's like, why did I do that?
Right, I'm sure he thinks the same
And like
thing,
months later, we have to be like, why'd you do that? And he's like,
Dude, Nikola Jokic was just putting it on us.
right.
There's nothing I can
Yeah. I mean, we even saw it in real time, sort of. And I wasn't even moved by it then. I was like, oh, okay. But you really can't have NBA players throwing chairs.
Yeah, it's a good precedent to set. I just don't
Especially
think
if it's hitting somebody.
I just don't think less of him is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit another break. On the other side, we are going to reveal our most overrated foods
Finally.
in the entire world.
Finally, the overrated meat of the episode.
We live in an online world right now. We live in a remote world in many ways, and I think one coming out of the other side of what the last few years have been, we have found that a lot of people are looking to structure their life that way. That can be the case even for therapy, and talk therapy is, an important part of taking care of your mental health, which is an essential part of taking care of your health in general. Many people have benefited from therapy in the past. I'm one of them. Just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/DNVR. Use code DNVR. Get 10% off your first month. I'm sorry, you don't need a code. Just go to betterhelp.com/DNVR and you'll get 10% off. Let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. I do not need a map to Illegal Pete's. I know where the nearest one is. It's pretty close. They have
Go
a
out
patio.
the office door, take a right.
In fact, if you want a map, just follow Vogt.
That's right. You'll probably see me kicking it on a patio, baby, because it's patio season. And Illegal Pete's is my go-to spot for burritos, buddies, and beer, especially on a patio. Stop by for their happy hours. It's 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's like all night, every day at all 12 locations. Kick it with a full bar and a wide range selection of local craft beers, plus delicious burritos. What a treat. That's my kind of vibe, D-Line. All right, we're back.
Oh, man, that's my vibe. Being back.
All right, we are back.
We're so back.
DNVR Nuggets podcast on a Wednesday. Harrison Wynn, Eric Wedum, Brendan Vogt.
For all of you joining late to a podcast.
Yeah. Got to remind
you gotta
people
reset.
who's talking
This
here.
is live
More
on
of,
the
a,
internet.
more of a TV radio thing. I
Hey,
appreciate it, though.
we're
Listen,
live.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Let's get to the snake draft.
Let's go. The only reason I came to work today. All right, I got first pick.
So today we are drafting our most overrated foods. And these can be foods that, you're just eating on for any occasion, things you order at a restaurant. Let us know in the chat your most overrated foods.
Man, I was confident in my pool, but not the order. And this
We did not know the draft order ahead of time.
Oh.
Kale randomly picked it. I don't know how he did.
It's one of the rare times I don't want to go first.
It is Brendan Vogt first.
Wow.
Eric
This is
Wedum second.
wide open.
Yours truly third.
This is
5
a-
rounds.
This is a wide open field. There's been no pre-draft rankings.
No.
ESPN has not run their
We
top.
have not defined parameters.
We are about to find out
Yeah.
a lot about one another, and we're frankly going to lose a lot of people in the process.
I cannot wait for this.
All right.
Most overrated foods draft. Brendan Vogt, you have the first pick.
All right, I'm a big deli guy, and I like hot food as well, especially heading over to Illegal Pete's. One item I think is very common in both of those food groups, if you will, that I do not need. I just don't need it, and I'm tired of saying holding it. Hold the onions, keep the onions. Onions, most overrated food.
Dude, holy smokes. This is unbelievable. Onions are the foundation of almost all cooking.
And I don't need them.
Wow.
That's why they're a great number 1 overall pick.
So I had another thing on my big board that has onions as a central ingredient. I'm curious if you guys will allow it.
Is it onion rings?
No.
Okay, because I had another rant on that. If we're sitting down to order fried food and you order onions, you're a psychopath.
I agree. Onion rings are terrible.
What's on the menu? Oh, we could get chicken wings. Sick. Mozzarella sticks.
No,
I'm in.
Onion rings are like a French fry substitute.
I'm just saying, if we have fried food as an option, keep the onions away from me.
Onions. Oh my god.
We've got L take and W take back to back. I love
my god.
I love snake draft.
The number one. Wow.
I'm drafting true to myself. I'm not trying to win this draft. I'm telling you what I think. Thanks, Kel.
Number 1 overall pick for me, Eric Wedum. I find these to be exhausting. I find them to be a little bit pretentious.
Okay.
When you go to a party as an adult, give me charcuterie board. A charcuterie board is an adult lunchable.
That's
a
ridiculous.
charcuterie board
That's
is
why it's great.
no, it's not. I'm like I don't want
Adult
to eat
lunchable sounds great.
I don't want to eat a small pile of raisins. I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat a.
Get better.
I don't want to eat a small untoasted almond. Like I don't want to.
There are things on a charcuterie board that are ridiculous. Yes, nobody wants the nuts. Nobody wants the raisins.
I
Cheese
find my
and meat on crackers are delicious.
yeah adult lunchables a little overrated for my take. I mean, I would prefer to go to a party and have a bowl of onions. Frankly.
D-Line is just entirely attacking millennial culture right now.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you
they
can put in
love
parens
charcuterie
avocado toast if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just good. Onion rings are on the menu at the DNVR
Yeah,
bar.
because they're delicious.
Yeah, I know a
cannot
lot of
believe
people like
onion
them.
rings.
I'm not one of them.
Okay.
It's gonna be a great draft.
Number 1 on my board is is pretty easy for me. It's artichokes.
Whoa. Dude, I didn't feel. Are those highly
Are they
rated?
highly rated?
People love artichokes,
Kale,
man.
we need a ruling. Do people like artichokes?
This is if you want to
I'm the
understand.
wrong person to ask this question.
Of course, you probably love artichokes.
This is how I know Harrison Wynn has been spending a lot of time in California. He knows every racing track there and has strong opinions on artichokes.
Yeah, I
People love artichokes in like an air fryer, and then you're like sucking on the leaf, and you're like scraping off the thing, and you're like not actually getting much. And then when you order them like in a restaurant, it smells terrible. If you try to cook them at your house, your whole apartment smells like artichoke.
You're not wrong. I just don't find them to be highly rated. But
I feel like they're pretty highly rated.
I'll happily bury an artichoke and hope that it grows.
I'm kind of with D-Line. I don't think they're well rated, but I could just be way off, I'm
yeah.
not in touch with the world.
That's true. What is your next pick in the snake draft, please? Is it snakes? Snakes are overrated.
See, I'm going to need a ruling on this because I have French onion soup very high on my most overrated list. What do we think about that?
I mean, it's on the board.
I think he's allowed to
it's
take
entirely
this
different
pick.
than onions. It's also
I'll allow it.
insane.
Yeah. By the way, my favorite way that onions come.
French onion soup is so overrated. And let me tell you,
Just tell you how bougie Wind is. Look at his first two. Like he's always in the frequent flyer club or whatever, the premier.
and let me tell you, my wife loves French onion soup, so I've had a
This
lot
is
of
how
it.
this is where it comes.
Yeah, here we go.
French onion soup, it's just broth and onions, first of all.
Where do you eat?
And the broth is always, even I've had French onion soup at some really nice establishments.
I'm sure.
It's always, the broth is always oily. The soup is made up of just onions, and then you have that block of cheese on the top that you're like trying to chop
So
up.
passionate.
Every time you try to dunk the cheese in the soup, everything flows over the top. It's a
Unbelievable.
mess.
That is true.
It's impossible to eat like civilized.
You're right.
French
You know
onion
what?
soup is incredibly overrated.
It's a good flavor. It's a bad dish. I think you just talked me into it.
All right. I'm dizzy, frankly. I don't know. I mean, we have to. This isn't live, is it? Nobody's hearing this.
Let's go 10 rounds.
Give me for my second round pick in the most overrated foods. Give me pickles.
Wow.
Give me pickles. I don't like pickles. Yeah, that's right. I don't enjoy pickles at all. I find them to be overbearing. I find them to be a little repulsive. They are in the same vein as onions. I have to ask them to be held on everything. I realize I just lost every woman that is watching this show. Women love pickles.
I don't know if you had the women before that.
That's a fair point.
Yeah,
That's why I was
just
had
wanted
to. I don't like pickles. I want them not to be in my life anymore. Although I did take a pickle shot the other night, and I believe it helped with my hangover.
They can do that. See, I love pickles. Like,
Yeah, no, listen. They're highly rated, and I find them to be overrated.
Wow.
Well, I can't wait to make this pick.
Also, artichokes are not like a bougie food, I feel like.
I just feel
Are a little
like
bougie.
Are they bougie?
I just feel like your two picks being artichokes and French onion soup is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Like
it sounds like something that came down from the Versailles.
My
Yeah.
next pick will be for the common person.
that's all. If we all went to go out to eat, like Wind would pick a different place. That's all I'm saying. Okay, my second pick in this blessed draft. You thought my first overall pick was hot. I'm coming for everyone's favorite side. Keep your French fries, no thanks.
Whoa!
French fries.
French
wow.
fries. Hear me out. There are far more actually subpar to bad French fries out there than great French fries. Often they're dry. They're just sticks of potato. You need to eat. This is going to bring me to another pick, but they're an in-between food. You can't just have 3 fries. You need to have 100 fries. But if you have 100 fries, you're really not any less hungry than you were before. You certainly have packed in a lot of grease and calories. I don't need fries. I don't think they're very good. I'll have 3 fries for just because, like, okay, what's a fry? Yeah, a little ketchup. All right, I'm good. I don't need 100.
Is there a type of fry that you like though? Because there are a lot of different types of fries. You've got your
true.
classic bar fry. You've got your like home style fry. The fries from Chick-fil-A are great.
I'm just gonna go
Waffle fry.
I'm just gonna go classic French fry wind. I'm gonna go
Bro,
bold on
I
it.
can't even comment. Like I'm swimming over here.
I
I'm
think
swimming.
people go, I got my yummy French fries, and then they drown them in a sauce to make them something that they like.
Okay,
Fries
listen.
are almost like a sauce vehicle, though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's kind of the whole point of a
Well, we
fry.
literally just got a downvote. Good job. Okay, what is your next pick?
I did accept that. Oh, I get two?
Dude,
Okay.
welcome to your first snake draft.
This brings me to a very, very similar pick in terms of logic. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat something a little heartier. If I'm just snacking, I'm going to eat something a little tastier. And I don't want 100 of these, but they're designed to make me eat 100. I don't want your potato chips. Keep them. Keep your chips out of my life. Get potato out of there. Just chips. I don't like your
do you
chips.
eat?
Your chips are terrible. Everyone's hands in the bowl. It's awful. Keep your chips, dude.
See, the thing I don't like about chips is your hands get disgusting with all the oil after.
And you're
you
going
have to
back
wash your hands
in.
after eating chips.
But when are you done eating chips? How many do you want? Are you there to get full?
Holy
Did you pick
shit,
chips
dude.
because you wanted them or because they're the only thing left in the snack cabinet?
Holy shit.
I just
Your
want
next
everyone to
pick-
look in the mirror
Your
about
next
it.
pick should be Santa and love. Just to, even though they're not foods.
With my fourth
they're
pick,
not food.
the Los Angeles Clippers.
These are things people love. Anyway, thank you for taking the L on this. Harrison and I obviously battling it out for top two.
drafting true to myself.
I will take what is presented as something that should be delicious, a treat, people enjoy. The people that like this, and I've heard some people think it's the best form of this food.
Oh, God.
Are delusional, and I can't believe that they even allow it to be made. Give me carrot cake. Carrot cake is the worst form
Carrot
of
cake
cake.
is good.
Oh my god! If I am presented if people are like, "Oh, there's cake," I'm like, "Dope, dope," and then they're like, "It's carrot cake," I'm like, "No, there's not cake. No, there's not. There's
I haven't
sugary
had carrot cake in so long.
You're
I
like,
can't-
cool, yeah.
I can't battle this
Yeah, yeah.
cake.
I'm like, thanks for serving me sugary veggies. I appreciate that. Delicious.
I can't even protest that. I just haven't had carrot cake in forever.
Oh, man.
Okay, my third round pick. This is something that everybody says they love, but you order it and then instantly there's some regret. Nachos.
Whoa!
This is a bold take, dude.
So
have
nachos are great in theory. Nachos are great in theory.
Dude.
You're at a bar with a bunch of friends. Oh, let's get the nachos. Let's get the nachos.
Dude, but the greatest part
What do
about
these people eat?
the greatest part about this is that Brendan is basic and Harrison is bougie.
Yeah.
Brendan doesn't like
I
onions.
just literally
Harrison doesn't like
nominated
French onion soup.
nachos.
Brendan doesn't like chips. Harrison doesn't like nachos. It's just like an elevated version of what he doesn't like.
Okay.
That's so true.
But nachos, the first couple bites are great, but then you get under the initial layer, and either it's just soggy or there's nothing on the second layer of chips.
Bro, it's a race. You got to eat the nachos before they get soggy. That's on you.
But the only good part of nachos is the top layer, which is like a quarter of the actual order of nachos.
I mean, that's
You're
not-
also always sharing these with people.
Yes, and you're
you don't-
sharing them, and then you're putting them on your fork, trying to get them off of the main plate onto your smaller side plate, and it's
Kill.
just a mess.
Can we blur my face out from this? I can't. I can't be party to this fucking thing.
Nachos it's the thing that everybody wants to order. Oh, let's get the nachos. Great to share, but they actually suck to share.
I actually think that's a good pick, Harrison. I think it's a good pick.
All right, let's hit let's hit a break.
Another
before
thing
we
on the
get to our
DMVR
next-
menu, people really like it, so I recommend it.
I mean,
I don't, because I don't like nachos.
I feel like just collectively we need a better way to do nachos.
There's lots of, you know what? Just read the thing.
Yes.
I can't. Blur my face, please.
There's no better way.
Halfway through the nachos, you're eating it off a fork, and the chip is so soggy. It's like you're eating a piece of paper that's been dipped in water.
Rob says Wynn's going to pick escargot next.
No,
Hey.
I like escargot.
Were you hurt on the road? Were you hurt at work? Was it not your fault at all? Are you afraid to call a lawyer because of getting tangled up in a sea of fees? Just call Backus and Shanker. 222-2222. They do not charge money.
Yeah, don't call for the trauma you experienced from listening to this fucking list, by the way.
They do
call
not
them for
charge
that.
you money to speak with them. They do not charge you money to take on your case. They only charge you money once they've won your case. And they do win cases. They've won over $1 billion for their clients. They've got even more locations serving all over Colorado, including neighborhood offices in Denver, Aurora, Englewood, and Fort Collins. You might see them on a bus. If you do, don't change. We've been asked, don't chase the bus. The buses have asked us to tell you, stop chasing the Bacchus and Schenker. Stop running after them like you're late to the school bus. Bacchus and Schenker are not on the bus. They cannot take pictures
They
or
might
sign
be on the
autographs.
bus. We don't know.
No, they're hard at work. So you got to call them at 222-2222 to find out if you have a case for free. Bacchus and Schenker. They win. Man, I thought I was going to be all prepared for these ad reads, and I just...
The best way
so
to
did
eat
we.
nachos, like Dwayne said, is reverse nachos like at Illegal Pete's. You get all the nacho ingredients in a separate bowl, and then you have your chips separately.
Do not look at this draft board directly. You will go blind. Make sure you at least have a pair of Shady Rays. Shady Rays, look good, feel good, spend good. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange for a new pair.
Of course,
return them
Adam
for
thinks
free
nachos
within
are the
30
best
days.
food.
There's no
Of
risk
course.
when you shop. Their team always
Can't
has your
predict
back.
that.
That's how sunglass shopping should be. You should not have to spend a ton to look like you have $1 million, and you should be able to shop risk-free. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season, and it's a good one. Go to ShadyRays.com, use code DNVR for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. That's half off. Try for yourself. The Shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
All right, back here on the DNVR Nuggets podcast, continuing
Bro, I
the
feel like
most overrated foods draft.
I feel like I'm in the middle of like a 10-round fight here. I feel like I've taken body shots. All right. Well, go ahead, Win. Let's have what's it gonna be?
What's the worst that could happen?
I'm up next here. I am gonna go with, for my 4th round pick, I'm gonna go with eggs.
I knew eggs were going. They were on the board. They're on
Dude,
the
I
big
can't
board.
believe you stole eggs from me. This is
Eggs are disgusting.
Wow.
If you
Well, that's a
actually
bit
think
much.
about it.
That's a bit
like,
much.
Nobody, if you're going to a breakfast place, man, nobody is ordering the omelet. It comes out, it's kind of burnt, like it's not really great. Like, making eggs at home, always underwhelming. There are so many better things to have for breakfast than eggs.
I find eggs to be absolutely disgusting. I hate everything about eggs. I still can't believe I'm the only one that has that. Or I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Yeah.
So okay, congratulations. I agree with it, but you're not gonna go. That's not gonna go over well. I don't think.
like eggs, but I actually think it's a good pick for this draft because in American culture, we're like, oh, it's not noon yet. Would you like some eggs? No matter what you're eating. And they don't do
Right.
that around the world. Like, eggs are just a thing you could have. And we're like, it's the only breakfast.
And
It's the
then you
only
go to
thing.
like if you go to a buffet place and the eggs are, it's that kind of egg that just clearly came in a plastic bag. It's like all.
What? How do you get your eggs?
If you're at like a breakfast buffet, you know,
my God.
like in college or something, those eggs,
Oh, I know what you
like
mean.
the college dorm eggs.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, my pick. All right, I'm ready to make my pick. Okay, the board has been cleared. I can't believe this is my competition. You guys are just falling all over yourself with these picks.
Chat
This
hates it.
this came onto the scene. I feel like 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I never heard about it before. Now you can't escape it. It holds a specific meaning to us here on this podcast. I mean this in more than one way. Give me kale. It's the worst leafy green. I don't care what. It's bitter. It's terrible. People try to make salads out of it. It's goddamn disgusting. Yeah, make sure you spell it in both ways.
You know what's good about this draft? It's a good way to individually alienate people that have loved us for a long time.
Yeah, dude.
Like Will loves omelets. Really bummed out.
Yeah. Sorry, Will.
Really bummed out.
Yeah, kale, man.
It just showed up one day. You used to have iceberg lettuce. That was just called lettuce,
Yeah.
which was just the only leafy green. Then at a certain point, you got to have, then you got like your baby spinach. We branch arugula, a great green. Kale, the grossest green.
Kale
there
gives
is.
me stomach problems as well. If I have too much of it.
Again,
Like a
but
kale
in both
salad,
spellings.
Kale salad. I'm done for the night with the kale salad.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about that pick. Not mad about it.
Okay, well, it's up to you, Brendan. Let me guess, hamburgers?
Pizza. Just
Meat.
Just all right, actually, it's not that different. You guys.
Oh, no.
You guys are murdering
Yeah,
me.
kale is good for you, but it's not good.
I already hate this. I go. Just say.
Cake.
You're out of control.
I don't think most cake is that good. Should I go more specific? Birthday cake. Birthday cake.
Okay, birthday cake.
Okay, yeah, that's acceptable.
Birthday cake acceptable.
Yeah.
Carrot cake, the correct answer.
You know
in this
what's
world.
what's really messed up? It's one of my favorite kinds of cake.
Birthday cake?
No, a good carrot cake is really good.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Look at your list. You're a sociopath.
What's your favorite kind of cake?
I'm being exposed here. I don't like cake that much.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we know you tried to draft it. I'll tell you what's great: ice cream cake. Ice cream cake is phenomenal. Cheesecake, phenomenal.
You like ice cream and you like cheese. Got it. Okay. Brendan, what is your next pick, please?
Actually, kale. What am I gonna do? Hide behind chips? Take birthday out. Just leave cake.
Jesus, look at that list.
Cheesecake is my favorite cake. Cheesecake is my favorite cake.
Oh my God.
I just learned. You ever realize you're learning something about yourself?
Yeah, dude. You're like, I'm not like other people. I
I'm bad at eating. I think.
Yeah, I shouldn't live here on Earth.
Okay. Chipotle. Chipotle is mid. First of all, we're an illegal Pete show. Second of all, Chipotle is middle of the road.
Wow.
I know this is a bit, but this has to be a bit.
has to be a pet.
He's gone.
He just left the
He
room.
can't hurt us anymore. He's gone. He can't hurt us anymore.
I mean, Chipotle, I think, is very good. I do think Chipotle has taken a step back or so in recent years. I don't think it quite has the bite that it did years ago. But it's still very good, I think. I still love Chipotle.
Yeah. Wow. This is a tough one, man. This is tough. This is like the show on the network where it's like, man, we really he was such a quiet neighbor. We didn't realize he had heads in his refrigerator or refused to have onions, French fries, and chips.
You're with a group, everyone's hungry, someone goes Chipotle, and everyone goes, yeah. And then I'm like, can we think about it for more than 4 seconds?
Whoa.
Just I don't know.
Dude, Adam is...
Maybe I'm just helping people look in the mirror.
Adam is having a hard time with this, I have to say. Holy
with my guy, Will.
smokes. Oh, wow. I'm having a hard time thinking right now. This is unbelievable. I will go... you know what? I'm going to keep it to treats. I'm going to keep it in the treat area.
Okay.
What a treat.
Another treat that I don't find very treat-like that I will avoid at all costs that people cling to because of tradition. They cling to because of warm feelings. They've moved this over into all parts of our world where it shouldn't be. Give me pumpkin spice / pie.
Wait, what?
Pumpkin spice lattes, terrible. Pumpkin pie.
These are two
You
different.
can't
It's
two
the same
different
flavor.
foods.
It's the flavor. Put pie then. Put pie.
You
Put pie.
can say pumpkin.
Yeah, you got to take pie.
But that no the I mean I don't
Pumpkin pie's great.
I mean you're listen.
I'm with the wind.
I know. Look at your list.
Eric lost more respect for me in the last
Oh, it's
20 minutes.
it's bad, dude. It is bad.
We don't have to tweet this list.
It is bad. What is the last pick in the? Oh my god, dude.
I'm gonna get bougie again. With
This is hard to believe. Beef Wellington.
Hollandaise sauce.
I've never actually had beef Wellington.
It's delightful.
Thank you, Kale. My last pick is gonna be lobster.
Oh, I had lobster, dude. I had lobster. This goes in. Yes.
All right, I love the flavor, but talk me through it.
Well, first of all, it's ridiculously expensive.
Good
Yes.
point.
You get a lobster tail at a steakhouse, and it's like $40 bucks.
Market price. You're like, which market is this?
Yeah.
Like there's a global lobster market.
You're like, we can go to.
Yeah.
You're like, Walmart's a market.
Right. It has the little MP next to it on the menu. You're embarrassed to like ask how much the market price is, and then it comes, and you're like, man, I just wish I got something else. But there are so many things I would rather get at a nice restaurant than a lobster tail or lobster.
I have heard this put forward so lobster, just as everyone knows, or maybe they don't, lobster originally served exclusively to prisoners because it was it's the
love that you know this shit.
they're the bugs of the sea.
Yeah.
They serve them
The
to pris-
bottom feeder.
Yes, they serve them to prisoners because they were just in the water. They're like, here, eat this. When people eat lobster, they have to douse it in melted clarified butter. Every bite. No one eats lobster on its own. You've never seen anyone eating raw lobster.
It's like
or
kind of it's
just
kind of tough
boiled
too.
lobster.
It's,
Yeah, dude.
The lobster is surprisingly tough. Yeah.
And
Crab
your,
is way better.
what you've paid for to actual meat on the bone in the exoskeleton. in
Yeah,
this
meat
case.
on the exoskeleton.
In the it's not actually a great ratio.
I can't believe we lost every one of our fans.
Yeah, all jokes aside, a lot of dislikes coming through. So if you like this show at all, please like it.
Do we have a? Did you want to rattle off any terrible takes that you couldn't get on the board?
Do you guys want to put out some honorable mentions?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
dishonorable
I could do a
mentions.
second round, fellas.
I'll give you dark chocolate, too bitter.
I'm with you on that.
Mustard, I don't like you. A coleslaw, get fucked. Go ahead.
Pepperoni, the chips of toppings.
Pepperoni, Jesus Christ!
Pepperoni pizza is the
What are we doing?
pepperoni pizza is the best kind of pizza.
Here's why my list is good. You guys all picked a lot of foods that a lot of people don't like. I picked foods that a lot of people like, hence overrated.
Oh god.
On
More
the
dislikes.
downvotes are rating it.
No, please like the
On my honorable
Please.
mention list, anything plant-based. It's actually like less healthy for you than anything else you'll eat.
Oh my god, dude. The most underrated food, kaimak. That's for you, Serbia. Delicious.
Guys, hell of a show today.
Potato salad, great entry. Man, I literally, my head is swimming, dude. I don't even know what happened today. I'm gonna have to watch this, but I don't feel comfortable doing it because I don't want to hear these takes rattled off yet.
This was a great draft, I thought. I feel like I had a great showing in this draft.
I mean, the chat is currently trying to figure out if they should migrate to PHNX or CG. So I don't know if I'd say it was a great result, but I enjoyed doing it.
Dude,
Guys, thank you all for tuning in today. My list is not I had nachos on my list. How was that country club?
Well, the other four
would
picks were
definitely serve those
artichoke,
at a
French
country
onion
club.
soup, lobster.
yeah, dude.
And what else? I had something else. Eggs. Eggs is not country club either.
All right, well, I'm going to get out of here before
All right.
my Q score dips.
Thanks for
further.
tuning in, guys. We'll be back with another episode tomorrow. I'm actually off
I
tomorrow.
actually doubt that.
Convenient
I
timing
actually-
for me.
Yeah, right. For the blowback, we all just get to sit in it.
We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.